everybody, it is Melissa coming to you live from Generation Studio and Shop in Mechanicsburg. It has been such a long time since I have come live or actually have been here and felt well enough to come live with you. So I am so sorry. I had to actually go back on Facebook and look through past videos to see where we left off on this 4-drawer dresser. Like I said, it has been so long, and I do apologize. I have some medical things going on, so I take my good days when I can, and when I'm having a bad day, I just can't do. So anyway, welcome. I am so excited to be back and be able to be on here. Sorry for the hat today, but I am playing catch up. It's been about 3 weeks. Like I said, I had to go back on Facebook to see where we left off on this 4-drawer dresser that we are painting with the Real Milk Paint brand milk paint. And I looked at the date and it was like September 6th, and it blows my mind how quickly time passes, especially if you're not feeling well and you have work piling up. If you're anything like me, I just get full of anxiety because I'm like, oh my gosh, I have all this work, and especially when you're doing kitchens and bathrooms and everything for people, you really just want to be able to stay on track. And luckily, knock on wood, even with not feeling well, I've been able to come in and work a little bit at a time, and so that's been great. But so anyway, the hat is because I was spraying some primer all morning, trying to get a kitchen all primed up, and I didn't want to get all that paint in my hair because the last time it was like I had to get a comb and try it. It was just awful. So I've learned to put a hat on when I'm priming some kitchens and everything. So that's where we're at right now. And so I thought, well, while I'm waiting for that, I have to wait 3 to 4 hours before I can flip the doors around and do some other stuff with that. So I thought, well, what better time than to get on here and get back on track with this 4-drawer dresser. It is such a cute little thing. I don't know if I can bring you down here a little bit. There were other videos, so if you guys, this is the first time you're seeing it, this would be number 4, so there are 3 other videos out there, and you can go back on our business page on Facebook and look those up, and I think they're all like part 1, part 2, part 3 on a 4-drawer dresser being painted with the Real Milk Paint. So what we've done so far is, just to recap a little bit, I've stripped the top with the denatured alcohol and steel wool. Again, go back on those videos to see how we did that. I cleaned the whole piece with Crud Cutter pre-paint cleaner, rinsed it, let it dry overnight, sanded it, wiped it down with denatured alcohol and water mixture, a 50-50 mixture, let it dry, and then I started painting. The color that we're using is stoneware, so it's really, really pretty. Let me see if I can pull that up. This is just one coat of the stoneware, and but what I found is that it doesn't have a whole lot of tannins coming through, but it does have a little bit. I can see a little bit of yellowing going on. And this color of Riverstone, it's like a gray, beigey kind of look, color, should I say. And so since it's been sitting for about 3 weeks, I noticed that there is a little bit of yellowing coming through. So what we're going to do in between coats, like I said, this is just one coat. We're going to use the Real Milk Paint's Low Sheen Finishing Cream. Let me bring that up to you without the glare, if I can get it. Sorry, guys. Okay, so what the finishing cream does, this is like using a hard wax look without actually going through all the work, and it doesn't feel like wax when it's done, but it's great to use on tabletops, on things like cabinets that you want to wipe off. It does a great finish. It is water-based, it's non-toxic, and it has no odor, so that works great for me with my darn migraines and everything that is going on. But it is a protective and washable finish that provides a low sheen top coat. Now, you're thinking, okay, why is she going to do that in between coats? Because what we found, and what the Real Milk Paint Company, the owners of the Real Milk Paint Company found, is if you use this in between coats of real milk paint, it blocks the tannins from coming through. So even though it's not real yellowing, it's yellowing enough for me that I'm going to do this. You can apply this a few different ways. You can use a brush to put it on. I usually use a brush or a sponge, and today we're going to use a sponge. I love these, they're staining sponges, okay? And I just got it wet a little bit just so it's damp. And what we're going to do is I'm going to pull you back up here while I get this ready. Okay, there you go. Okay, so it's just a staining sponge. It's damp. I can't even wring it out at all. So what we're going to do to block the tannins is use this low sheen finishing cream. And we're just going to take a little bit out. I don't like dipping in the jar because I don't want to contaminate it. And you don't need a whole lot. Well, hopefully that'll be enough. And all you have to do is put this on and let it dry. And I'll probably let it dry till tomorrow. Only because I have to get back to painting my cabinets for my kitchen. But so all you want to do, it is just a cream. There you go. And here's my sponge, and it's just damp. I'm just going to take it, dab it in there, and rub it on. It's that simple. And just make sure you get it all over the place. And what that's going to do is provide protection and also keep the tannins from coming through. So like I said, there's not that much tannin bleed through on there, but enough that I just wasn't happy with it. So I'm going to continue taking my finishing cream, and you can see it's just like a paste. No smell, no nothing. And I'm just gonna hit the whole thing with the finishing cream and let it dry. And the great thing is you can paint right over top of this. So tomorrow when I come in, after I spray my kitchen in the back while I'm, on downtime, I'm going to come back and hit it with another coat of the Riverstone, let that dry, and then we're going to be good to go with finishing it. We have the top to finish yet on this. I think I'm going to go with the golden pine on the top, and we're going to do some distressing or some waxing or something. I haven't really made up my mind, but I just wanted to come on here, pop in, say hi to everybody. I've missed you, and so happy to be back today and be able to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and finish with the low sheen finishing cream on this whole 4-drawer dresser and let it dry, and then I will schedule a live for tomorrow to come back and paint it, okay? You guys have a wonderful day. Happy painting, everybody, and it's good to be back. See ya.